Hi everyone, today we're gonna get this web page that I have right here. It's basically a static page, it's just an HTML file, and we're gonna turn it into a blog by using this static website generator called Jekyll. So this web page is at cisco3000.com, but I have the HTML file on my computer here. I have the file right here, and then I have all the assets here and the CSS also. So the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna go to the homepage for Jekyll, and I'm gonna follow the instructions. This is the quick start instructions here. So let's see. I already have a folder here. I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to move the folder, rename it. Now I'm going to create my project. So this to do gem install bundler Jekyll. I don't even know if I have Ruby. Oh, I guess I have to do sudo. Alright, then I do Jekyll new 3000. Maybe I have to do sudo. So I couldn't install it. Maybe I need to upgrade Ruby because this is a Ruby based plugin. Let's see. Let's install it. Yes. Okay, I ran the installation now. I ran it by using this command here. Now we're gonna check to see if it's actually installed. And yeah, it looks like it is. Let's try this Ruby quick start again. Install full Ruby development environment. Let's see. Gem install Jekyll bundler. Oh, I have to do sudo again. Let me do this later. The installation got done, so I'm gonna try to do the quick start again. Jekyll new, blah blah blah. Let's see if this works now. Cool, looks like it's working. Okay, let's try that. Great. So I guess I had to type in sudo. And it asks for a password. Okay, let's cd into our new thing right here, and then we're gonna do bundle set virtual serve. Then I'm gonna right click and open it. So this is my new website, but I don't want it to look like this. I want it to look like this. So now I'm gonna open up this. I'm gonna open up my folder. 1000. Let me refresh this. Okay, this is my folder here. This is my index. Get all of this stuff. Paste it over here. We made an index.html. And I'll open up Cisco 3000 old. Oh. This is my old index file and my old static folder. I'm gonna copy my index file onto the new Cisco 3000 folder. So let's see the configuration file. Let's fill this out. Some title. My email. Music at cisco2000.com. That. I don't use Twitter. Down theme. Let's save it. Oh, got deleted. So my old index file got deleted. I guess it got deleted by the engine here. That it's always like regenerating the index file. So there's probably like a layout somewhere, and we gotta see where that layout is. Well, we don't need this anymore. I already know how to install Ruby already. Let's go to the documentation. Into the directory structure. So that includes layouts. So there should be a folder called layouts. It's not in here, so we'll create it. Layouts. Alright. And inside of this layouts, we can put default HTML. Cool. We'll put this layout in there. Close this. Let's see what layouts does. Okay, maybe we don't need that. Let's see. Index. We want to index HTML. Index.html. Header.html. And include right here. Let's put an includes folder. Footer and header. Go to my index file. And call it, this would be my header. I have a hunch about this. I've never used this framework. I'm just going along with it. Going along with the documentation. Includes. These are the partials that can be mixed and matched by your layout and posts to facilitate reuse. The liquid tag can be used to include the partial. So use a liquid tag then. So this header, use a liquid tag, include header.html. Save it. Oh, something crashed. I'm gonna run this again. Include header.html, didn't run it. Why? Include. Huh. Jekyll includes not rendering. Maybe I don't use those. Maybe it's like this. No. Maybe we gotta do a tutorial. Official tutorials. Front matter. No, I don't want to watch this guy. No, they're all videos. Does this run every time I change a file? Let's see. See if it changes. Yeah, it regenerates every time a file is changed. So I have an index, Jekyll serve. That's what I'm using right now. Move on to liquid. Yeah, I have that. Let's go to includes. Oh, layouts. Includes. I have a header file. Okay, I have that. Try using the include tag to add navigation to layouts default. Layouts default. They already do default. I'm gonna delete this. Default. Here. Save it. There's something about the index.html. Title, home. For the structure, you can copy your index, modify for the about page, create about MD in the root. I already have this. Creating a layout. Layouts default. I already have layouts default. It's almost identical to index.html. Yeah. This is almost identical to this. Yeah. So there's no front matter, and the content of the page is content variable. It's a special value of the render content. If you have index.html use the layout, you can set a layout variable in the front matter. Front matter is anything between these two hyphens then. Every index, every .html page can have front matter. So I'm going to go here and insert some front matter. Layout default. Title, home, Cisco3000.com. This is the content, so I won't need any of this. I'm just going to leave the content there. I'm going to delete everything above the body. This is the content for index. I'm going to delete this Google Analytics junk. I'm not using this anymore. I don't even know what this is for. This a long time ago. Delete that too. I don't really care about Internet Explorer. Okay, this is where the container ends. It's all the way down there. Footer, I'll put it in the footer. And it should be surrounded by content, like a container. And I'm going to remove this. I don't need this anymore. Cool. Let's see. Well, my default, I gotta put this somewhere in my default where I want the content to show up. My content starts with container and it ends in container. So content. I'm going to replace this with page title. This is going to be pulled from this. Let's check it out. Let's see if I didn't break anything. Okay, so it generated everything correctly. Let's refresh this. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Cool. What else is next? Well, our image is not being pulled in correctly. Basically, you can create a markup file for every page that you want. Go to assets, CSS, images, JS. So assets. I have to create a folder called assets. Copy all of my assets. Copy. Gotta. So we just refer to the assets like this. In the old way, just like the static page, I was referring to it as static, but now it's gonna be assets. Okay. Now we have the styles. There's another asset in here that was the background for this banner here, and that is in the header. There it is. Oh, there's one problem. We are not seeing the content for that homepage. Why are we not seeing the content? Let's have a look. Default content. Maybe we're not doing this right. Root navigation.html content. Go back to that place where I talked about layouts. Content. Hello. Special variable. I don't know that. The layout wraps around the content of the page, so all you need in HTML is page. Why is this not showing up? Maybe I gotta delete this. Maybe I gotta name it home. Where is this index MD? We probably don't want the index MD. We don't want to use MD. Let's rename it to there. So I just gave it a different name so that it pulls in the index.html instead. So this is the website now. It's using Jekyll. So what do I want to do next? Does it look like the actual website? This is the actual website. Everything looks fine. So how do we turn it into a blog? How do we turn it into a blog? Well, let's see. See how they do it. Blogging. Let's create our first post right here. See, this is one post. Welcome to Cisco3000.com. Categories, music. Yeah, whatever, I'm gonna save this. We need a post layout. New file. How's our post gonna look? Copy this. Very simple stuff. Get a blog.html. This is gonna be a layout for the blogs where we list all the posts. The navigation. Data. I'm going to create a new folder in here called data. We don't have an about. Well, we just erase the about for now. Click save. So how do we include the navigation? Menu navigation. Let's see what it looks like. Log. Here's the latest post right here. So I don't like, this is like too far to the left. What we gotta do is format this, and since we're using Bootstrap, it should be pretty easy. I'm gonna make it look neat. Put this in a row. I don't know if I'm using Bootstrap 4 or regular Bootstrap. We'll find out. What's going on? Error. Something not found. Pretty bad error. Layout default. Oh, it's because we're actually in the post. We're looking at the exact post. This is what it looks like actually. Post. Pretty cool. Now we click on this. It looks kind of crappy, so I'm just gonna copy the same. Post. Put the content. I think it goes. That. The content of these posts should go inside. We don't have an image showing here. Why is that? Well, I think it has to do with our CSS, with our inline style, or default template for our header. It's right here. You probably don't want to access this way. This is hard coded. Maybe Jekyll has a function that'll bring up the static asset. It'll just link to it. See. Data files. I'm just gonna create a class for this called inverted C3K background. Just to make it short, I'm gonna go inverted VG. Copy this, save it. Inverted VG. Let's see, let's go to assets. Make a new folder. Oh, do I? No, I have to refresh this. There we go. CSS, shufflebeats.css. Let's call this inverted VG. Now, relative to the CSS file, this is going to be up one level and then img. Check it out. There we go. But I do want a navigation bar here or some links. So how do we do that? Maybe in our includes in the header. See how I did in the tutorial. Yeah, there's navigation. Includes navigation. HTML. Links. I would want to highlight the current page. At least not now. I'll save it. And we'll put it in the default. Oh, we'll put it in our header. Maybe we can put it right underneath this Jumbotron. Include navigation HTML. That's right here. So quick blog, it goes to blog, home, goes back to home. So now have blog support. If I want to add another post, go right here to posts. Copy this, create a new file. New file 2019 0518. Another blog post. Hi, this is another blog post. Title, another blog post. I built, I used static website generator Jekyll to turn my one-pager personal music website into a blog. Let's save it, refresh this. Here's my other post right here. So now the cool part about this is that I get to build and just drop it onto my server. I think that's how it's supposed to work. So we do this. I think this is the first time I ever used this Jekyll thing. I had heard of it before, but I never really used it or read the documentation. Auto generating feed for posts. I should now have a folder in here called site, and I do. This is the site folder. I'm gonna go into FileZilla. No, yes, FileZilla. Should be pulling up FileZilla right now. Gonna pause. So I have my FTP program, and there's this index. I'm in the site_site folder, and I'm just gonna grab all of this and drag it over. It says that some stuff is going to be overwritten. I'm gonna put yes. That was the only file that got overwritten, is the index.html. Now I'll go to my website, just refresh it, and there it is. I now have a blog on my static page. I'm gonna style this, make it look pretty cool. The main goal of this on the long run is to have one page for every song that I release. And I think I will be using Jekyll in the future for simple projects, because it has a lot of powerful tools. It has a feed. My website now has an XML feed, feed.xml, for I guess like RSS stuff, and I mean that's pretty powerful. I can put more links in here. I'm basically just dragging and dropping the files whenever I make changes. And on my environment here, I have everything organized. I don't even need to have PHP running on my server. I don't have to deploy any Python applications or anything. In the past, I've used Python Flask for most of my projects, but now that I have that this is Jekyll and I learned how to use it right now, I have a pretty good idea of how to extend any static page websites that I've put up in the past. I also want to add another cool thing about Jekyll is that that it comes with a SAS parser. I saw it in here somewhere while I was going through the documentation. I think it was on assets. SAS. So you could create SAS files and Jekyll will automatically parse them, and I think that's awesome because I really do enjoy styling all my pages to give them that custom look. Sometimes I use themes, but I always just like giving my pages and my projects a custom look. Alright then, peace out. If you want to learn more about the stuff that I do, you can visit my website. The design is pretty outdated, but you can see some of my work here, some of the projects that I worked on in the past. I also have a blog where I just ramble and write like random thoughts, and I also have a couple of other articles and some calculators. Calculates the leads. But alright then, peace out, have a good one.